All right, so I'd like to invite the provost to come up and give the closing address. All right, thank you.
Hello, Lancaster. I was going to say Vietnam. It's Lancaster. This is not a war zone. This is a peace zone that we are in here in Ghana. I remember going to the opening address, to your opening ceremony, and you all looked a little bit scared. You looked as if you weren't quite 100% sure of what was going to happen. This is a strange country. You're away from family and home, probably for the first time or close to the first time. And you're in this strange country. I don't think any of you had ever been to Africa before. Am I right? Nobody had been to Africa before. And you just got off a plane, you were jet lagged. All of these things. I look at you now, and we've seen you around the place, and you seem to be relatively happy. You seem to be enjoying yourselves. You seem to be working well. Stan has been giving me glowing reports about how well this event has turned out. I think you've probably seen a bit of Ghana that most people wouldn't see. You've had your buddies. You've got your supervisor to see you through. And we haven't had to send anybody home for any reason whatsoever. Am I right? Yeah. Good, okay. I just want sure. And the fact that you've brought the technology with you is brilliant. We must do this more frequently. We should have it from the other end too, so you can talk to our students. You know, we've got 18 students that we sent over to the ICE ceremony. And I've spoken to many of them since we got back, and they miss Lancaster, except the food. Okay, they want to know next time whether they can take powdered fufu with them. But they also had a wonderful time in Lancaster. And this highlights one of the huge benefits of working with an international university based in the UK. We call it the Mother Campus. Okay, and so the Mother Campus is providing an awful lot of social and academic experiences to the students on both sides of the ocean. It's been great to have you here, and I understand you corrected me. I said 4 times. You said you've been here 5 times? This is the 5th time? 4th time. Yeah. That's incredible. Did you have to repeat or something to get in? Oh no, you came in. Did you come in foundation or what? No. You came out on a private visit. Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing my master's now. So.
Are you doing your master's? So you're coming back next year? Okay. Anybody else coming back next year? Depends, eh? Okay. I hope you've had a wonderful summer break and you're going back to work hard. You're going back to work on your studies. And I think you may be innovated to think, while you're studying, whatever you're studying, that maybe Ghana has some relevance to what you're studying. If it's business, I've just been talking to a young gentleman over there. He's saying that business seems to be booming here. It is to a certain extent, and we've probably taken you to the places where it is booming. But, you know, we can always do with advice and help and suggestions and even sponsorship from the UK, across border partnerships with companies that are setting up here, and also across border relationship with our students. You've met some of our students. Unfortunately, most of them were on break. So we'd have to organise it better next time. What I want to say is bon voyage. Enjoy your flight back. You're going through Amsterdam? Straight flight? Straight, oh, London. Okay. So you're going through London Heathrow? You're going through Heathrow. Best of luck to you. Then on to Manchester. Okay. Okay. Well, have a pleasant flight. Make the most of it. Enjoy yourselves. Relax when you get back home. Say hello to your parents for me. Say you were very well behaved and they should be proud of you. Thank you for inviting me to be here this afternoon. I appreciate it a great deal. Stan, I know you've done a wonderful job, and I'd just like to thank Stan on your behalf for all the hard work. And where's Ed? Yes, and the buddies. So enough from me, and I'll hand you back over to Stan. All the very best.
All right, give it up for John Granger. All right, and on that note, I've mostly been behind the scenes. I mean, the guys that have been at the forefront of this trip, Divine, if you can stand up. We have Diane, if you can stand up, and JFK, who recently joined us, if you can stand up. Let's appreciate these guys. All right. So I'd like to also ask the Deputy Provost to come and give her a little farewell talk. And I'm sure a lot of what she said in the beginning makes sense now. All right, let's invite her up. Professor Forson.
Hi, guys. Sorry? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. How many of you went with the flow? Oh, really? Okay. What 3 words do you know? Come on, don't be shy. It is saying, yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Who are you talking to? Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad you've enjoyed yourselves, and I'm glad you took my advice. Or maybe you didn't take my advice, but you didn't have a choice, really. You had to go with the flow. And you learnt about African or Ghanaian time. So was it 3:34, 5, 6? Was that your experience sometimes? I'm sure it was. And as John has said, we didn't have to send anybody home. Nobody was ill in an emergency, taken to hospital or anything. All right, okay. All right. But I'm really glad you came because as John said in the beginning, a lot of organizations these days are looking for cross-cultural intelligence in the staff that they employ. So actually traveling out of your comfort zone, learning about other cultures, mixing with other cultures is actually a fantastic thing to put on your CV. And to some extent studying abroad. How many of you are you all second-year students going to your final year or? All right, so you've got some first-year students here. Think about the possibility of actually doing a term here. You'd be very welcome. It'd be very different, no doubt about that. But I think it's something that you might want to think about because some of our students come to you for a term, sometimes for a year, sometimes for 2 years. So think about it. I know it sounds a bit scary, but now you've seen what the place is like. All right, the food sometimes not that great, but I think it's something that you might want to think about because it's a great CV enhancer. And as you go up in your careers, you will find that the more you travel, the easier it is, of course, for you to mix. And you then become a global citizen and you adapt quite easily to what you do. So thank you for coming. Thank you for going with the flow. Thank you for having such a positive attitude to your trip here and for enjoying yourself whether you wanted to or not. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a fantastic journey back. I know you're going straight to Heathrow. I prefer to actually go straight to Heathrow. I don't like meandering around Europe, to be honest. So you've got the best flight, British Airways, and I hope you have a fantastic time. Thank you.
Agu. So next, I want to invite Georgia and Rachel to come up and give their feedback. So we'll go through a little bit of a feedback session. So you can come up. Thank you. And I want Divine to be ready. Speech. No, that's fine. It's all feedback.
Okay, so I've written a few words to kind of sum up our trip, and I think most of the students will be able to relate to it. So on the 28th of September, well, of August actually. On the 28th of August, 12 clueless students arrived at Kotoka Airport from the UK, excited for their African adventure. Lions, wild jungles, and tropical huts awaited them. But little did they know what Accra had in store for them. We were told on our orientation day that we'd have to learn to go with the flow. And those words we learned very soon would get us through, but also shape our experience. So from Accra traffic jams to to unusual food and drinks, we learned that normality is only a viewpoint. We have pushed ourselves outside of our comfort zones. We have visited places of stunning natural beauty, such as Shire Hills and Kakum National Park. We learned about the business culture at Vodafone, as well as the important government structures that Ghana has, such as the EPA and the Bank of Ghana. Accra traffic jams, a recurring theme of our trip, was enough to teach us about the culture of Accra city people. Their charisma and their entrepreneurial spirit was something a lot of us were stunned by. And I think we took away a lot from that. And of course, Mr. Eric's calm but determined approach to driving meant that we knew that we just have to sit back, relax, and eventually we'd get to where we were going. So, of course, we can't forget about the historical insight that the visit to the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, as well as the hauntingly beautiful city of Elmina, gave us. So we learned about our interrelated histories, and we learned that here in Ghana, more than elsewhere, the history of Ghana is actually also the it's also the history of the UK. And yeah, so we learned a lot. We've been taught a lot. I think we've gone back perhaps thinking a bit differently, not just about Africa, not just about ourselves, but also about the UK and what contributions we can make to the world in general. And for this, on behalf of LUSU, as well as the students, we'd like to say a huge thank you to the staff here at Lancaster University, as well as the buddies. So for every single person who helped make this possible, we know that on the ground we had Divine, we know that behind the scenes we had Stan, we had Ekua, we had a lot of people, Mr. Eric who mentioned, but also a few other drivers, who really in the nitty-gritty made everything happen. And of course we can't forget our wonderful buddies. So we just want to say a huge thank you. We brought just a small little token of gratitude to the staff here. So this is for you guys. Yeah, that we just want to say thank you very much for having us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, Georgia. Rachel.
Obviously, we're unbelievably grateful to all the staff members here, but just while I've got the opportunity, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to Georgia, who has seen us through vegans being given meat to eat most lunchtimes, to getting the equipment through customs, to strange rashes that she's been trying to identify, and just generally always being ready with her first aid kit. Then luckily we haven't had to use it, but she's just been absolutely amazing, and alongside Divine and the buddies, we can't thank you enough. So thank you very much, and you're all amazing. So.
Thank you. Okay. Next, I want to invite the student buddies to come up and make their presentation. All right. Conference. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. So I don't know that you guys want me to cry or something, but it's not gonna work. It's not going to work. I'm just glad all of you know that I'm my family. I'm always saying this in the bus. I have so many different people here, from my twins to my cousins to my husbands and to all of you. Sorry, so let me play this video just to sum up the. Yes.
words have two meanings. There's one thing on my mind. It's all for you. And it's not gonna go December, but I got you to keep me warm. If you're broken, I'll mend you, and I keep you sheltered from the storm that's raging on. Now I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you get down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm gonna paint you things go right, put you on a wall. It's so hard to say it, but I've been it before. Now I'm surrendering my heart and swap it for yours. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you get down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. Don't hold me down. I think my braces are breaking, and it's more than I can take. And it's starting to go December, but I got to keep me warm. If you're broken, I will mend you, and I keep you sheltered from the storm that's raging on. Now I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you get down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you get down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you get down. And out of all these things I've done, I will love you better now.
Diane. So your
Hi guys. So we started as two buddies, and unfortunately we became one. And then thankfully towards the end we got joined by another person. It was a really nice experience for me because you guys are all very different and very fun people. And I don't want to get emotional and all, but we all know what we've been through together.
Academy Award goes to
You know that those who missed the Azonto twins, you guys, it was a really, really big blow. Y'all should have been there. It was so fun. But to those that were there, I'm glad that you guys had so much fun. And I hope that as you guys are going, some of you are going to come back because I can't imagine my life. So please, as you go, if you text me and I don't reply, it doesn't mean I don't care. It just means I'm going to get back to you soon, yeah? So just text me. And I hope that you guys go back a different and renewed people. I'm so glad for the people that tried fufu. Even for the vegetarian that there was fish, you still closed your eyes and you still tried it. And I'm very glad for that, guys. And Joe, thank you so much. You were an amazing person because it was very difficult for you, but then you didn't give us stress. You're a very, very nice person about it. So thank you so much, guys. And please have fun when you go back to London. And if you miss me, just come back. My house is not too big, but I can accommodate you. Oh, and then Kodja says safe flight back to London.
Thank you, Diane. So Diane mentioned that you guys had a dancing session with the Azonto twins, right? So we need all those people who participated to come up and give us a demonstration. Let's go.
You two there, you dance. I remember you being there. No, they used to dance. Like, Mr. Easy dance. Shocky, say, okay, you dance.
We'll help you guys out.
Yeah, in that.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. Remember that one that you shot at Shocky and then
Yes, yeah.
Shocky, me say Al-Qaeda, baby dancing for me and Shocky, me say Al-Qaeda, baby dancing for me and Shocky, me say Al-Qaeda, baby dancing for me and Shocky, me say
Wonderful. That was amazing. All right, Divine now. Who staff member do you want to help you do the presentation? The special ones, right? All right. So at this point in time, we're going to do the presentation of the certificate. So I'll hand over to Divine. All right.
I'll go. Okay, with Lancaster University, Ghana, what makes our summer exchange program different is that besides giving you the certificate, we have a special certificate we give to the outstanding students as well as the outstanding buddies. This time around, it's not going to be the one we did for the Boston students with the frame, but we have a Kente branded rope. And this is the first time it's been done in Lancaster University, Ghana. So I'll call up on Prof. Cynthia to help me give the special award. So the first special award goes to
Harvey William. Being the most outstanding student participant.
together. the second special award goes to and the last one is the most outstanding body, and it goes to no other person than
Diane K.
So we'll take a short feedback from the winners. That is Messenger, Lee, Dan have already done here, so we leave it to the foreigners to do that for us.
Just a quick. Just, yeah. Acceptance speech. Who would you like to thank? Just what you remember
Your
from the
mom
trip.
and me,
Your experience.
your wife and me.
Just your experience.
Hi. I've had a really good time. It's been really interesting actually because I found it hard at first, seeing as all the men were in student media before, so I struggled a bit, and most of the group are student media, so I was a bit, apprehensive. But yeah, as time went on, it got better, a lot more fun, and I'm a very fussy person, as we came to find out, and yeah, I really immersed myself in the culture, I think, and tried a lot of food, even though I kind of went back to the English food by the end of it. But yeah, I had a really great time.
Thank you. Okay. I want to thank everyone who made this trip successful, and I really enjoyed the African culture. It's my first time in Africa. Oh yeah, and thank you very much to answer all my questions. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, and thank you for making me to try fufu. And thank you, Diane. Yeah, to help with me. To try all the food cultures. Yeah, especially help me to bargain stuff. All right. And who else? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Can you guys stay for 1 second? There's a cameraman who's going to take a quick picture.
Maybe with Dan. You join. Yeah. Now we are going to present the certificate of participation to the students. And to help me do this, I'll call on Georgia and Rachel to do this. Sophie is not here. Okay. So the first person to go to come for the certificate of participation goes to, I think it was very bad to ask you to sit down. Come back again. Lee Jin Chan. The next person is Joel Edwards. So this person has been in Ghana several times. I need not to mention the name. He knows himself. Maybe we can call him Charlie.
The background.
You want me to turn it off?
Okay, so the next person, she's really cute. And when I was, yeah, she's really cute. She's very cute. And it's good. She's really cute. And on our way to the Kakum National Park, I said, this is when men become women. She was like, no, you don't say that. I just have to, make it right. I said, this is where men become babies. She's like, nah, you still have to correct yourself. So let's give it up for Siri. The next person is a fan of Nicki Minaj, and she goes by the name. Okay, this goes to a special person. When Harry decided not to play the football because he's not good at football, she decided to join us and play with the orphanage. Her name is Sarah. So this gentleman was here very early this morning just to help set up this, equipment and cameras. So let's give it up for Benjamin. He did very well. The next gentleman, I thought he was very, very quiet. So yesterday, I joined the dancing competition to see.
Okay, rewind.
This time around, you got it wrong.
Oh, who is it?
He's very quiet. But yesterday, he proved to me, no, there's something hidden in him. The first day, he told me his fan is Nicki Minaj. I was like, really? So give it up for Michael. There is a saying that good things come in smaller size. He's not small, he's not tall, he's not short, but he's intelligent. Thomas David Manal. If you don't know this man, you might think he's very quiet, but trust me, he's not. He's not quiet at all. Now, who do you think this person is?
Harry Messenger.
You got it wrong. Harry.
He's going to be in a sitcom soon.
Okay.
I am going to be a sitcom one day.
So 2 days ago, I received a friend request from on Facebook. It was one person, I wouldn't mention the name now. So I accepted the friendship. I went to Facebook and I read what the last thing he wrote before coming to Ghana. And he said he's coming to Ghana to explore, find out the creative business industry here, as well as the most attractive tourist site here. And in fact, he will come back and he should be named at Chief Messenger.
Yeah.
I was the coordinator for this year's summer exchange program. I was assisted by one lady. She's very, very hardworking. She calls me any day, anytime, sends me WhatsApp message, text message. Divine, I need it. We need to go here. We need to do this. Let's give it up for Diane. She did very well. The last person joined us, I think 3 days later, or Danny, am I wrong? Yeah. He's played an effective role, and his name is JFK. Very, very funny and controversial. So thank you very much, Rachel and Georgia. Georgia, you may have to come. You may have to come for this on behalf of Sophie, who she's not feeling well. Sure. I'll wait until later. All right, thank you. We shall avoid this, right? Yes, in the back.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All good things must come to an end, and this brings us to the very end of our LUSU Summer Exchange Program 2016. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. See you next time. We hope to see you soon. Take a cue from Matthew. Don't be a stranger. Yeah. All right, thank you all. And what we're going to do is we're going to move to the Learning Commons for some pizza, if that's all right. All right? As Divine promised. Yes.
Yeah.